Alrighty, y'all asked for it and I'm gonna bring it. Okay, so welcome back to another video, and today, as you can tell, we are finally gonna be looking over how to do the animation logo tutorial. Now, if you have been following the channel for quite a while, or you are new to the channel and don't know what I'm talking about, um, if you go ahead and you head over to my YouTube channel, you'll notice that not at the start of the page, but usually if you go to, for example, this video right here, how to install whatever. So if you scroll down to the comments, if I were to type something, it would actually show my logo. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a new tab so that you can actually see it. As you can tell right there, it does actually usually work. It doesn't work on the incognito tab or whatever, but it's just being a bit weird today, and it's because I hadn't been signed in. But for you, if you were to look at my channel, like right now, if you just go ahead and scroll down to the comments, you will actually see my logo spinning. So yeah, let's get into it. But first, let's go ahead and start off this video with a nice coat of Febreze. Alright, so I got that all over me. It's all over my desk. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright, so what you want to go ahead and do, and there is also a mobile way to do this, so if you don't have a computer, like I used to not have one, then there is a way to do that from the computer, and it's fairly simple. However, let me know if you want a separate video on that, but today we're just going to be focusing on the web-based version, because I am using Chrome, which is something that iOS and Android can both use in desktop mode, so it's pretty simple. And there's also ways to download stuff straight from Safari now too with iOS 13. So let's get into it. Alright, so what you want to go ahead and do is find a picture, or maybe use your own icon. It doesn't really matter. But we're going to go ahead and look up, let's do my logo for example. Let's go ahead and look up Text Savage Pro. Let's go ahead and go to images right here. So let's just go ahead and save this one. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and save that. Alright, and then we want to go ahead and minimize. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, go back to downloads. I don't see it. Okay. Okay, so I actually found it right here. So what we want to do is go ahead, show in folder, and I'm gonna go ahead and drag that to my desktop. I don't know what is going on. Okay, so there it is. Found it. And I'm gonna go ahead and copy this, and then I'm gonna paste it again. Okay, so now we have an original file and another one. Now if you have something more complex like my original logo, which was this one right here, it's not showing up on the actual big plate image, but the little thumbnail right there, I had like the nuclear symbol and all that, like that. But yeah, I don't have that anymore. It's just a nice simple biohazard symbol, kind of like my original YouTube logo, but a nice little flair to it. So yeah, anyways, so what you want to do once you have those two copies, but I was always saying, like, if you have something with letters or something on it and you don't want them like just doing something nice and simple, if you want it like a full rotation with stuff that have letters, then you're gonna need 4 different images. However, using this method you may not. But yeah, so what you want to go ahead and do is you want to start off your image in regular mode like this, and then you just want to go ahead and rotate it. So as you can tell, I have the regular image, and then we're going to go ahead and save it. So, and then you're going to do the same. So go ahead and open, and each time you're going to do an extra turn. So I did that, and then the next time that I rotate, we're going to do one more turn. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this 2 more times. So 1, 2. We're going to go ahead and move this over here. So I did 1 turn there. We're going to do 2 here. And this is going to give us a nice full rotation. So 1, 2, and then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, here we go. Final one. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna go ahead and save it. Now we have 4 different images, which we can open. I can go ahead and show you that they are all different. Alright, so as you can tell, this is sort of what you wanna look at. I don't really know why I have duplicates, but as you can tell, like if we scroll over them, this is what we're gonna be seeing pretty much. So, which is what I actually have on my account now. So, and once again, this works with any logo whatsoever. But yeah. So, what you want to go ahead and do is go and look up something called image flip. And once you do that, you're just going to go ahead and click the first option. Go ahead, go up to the very top of the website and click make a GIF. Go ahead and click the second option here, images to GIF. And then you're going to upload your images. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and highlight all of these and click that. And as you can tell, nice, very cool kind of design. Alright, now what I like to do is I like to make it to where there's like pretty much minimum delay. So like I like mine going as fast as possible, which is what this is. And you could always, do different stuff with it. Like you can add effects and stuff later, but I don't normally do that. You can reverse the GIF if you want. You can do stuff like play it forwards, then play it backwards. So like you can do that, where it'll go forward and then it'll reverse. So pretty cool. A lot of stuff. I like to disable the dithering because it's a smaller file size and it's not really a big deal. Like if you're doing this from a computer, you shouldn't really have a small hard drive or something like that. But if you're doing this from a phone, I recommend doing the dithering. Anyways, once you're done with that, just go ahead and generate GIF. It's going to go ahead and do that. Now, notice that there is the imageflip.com thing down there. Completely ignore this. Do not pay to remove the watermark. That's a bunch of garbage. And I'll show you why. Because as soon as... So pretty much, the way that most websites are laid out, unless it's a square format, the only thing that is going to be seen on a logo like this is the circle that I have. Now, if you want a tutorial on how to do like a perfect cutout logo like I have, I'll do a tutorial on that. It's really just about like looking up a template or something. But I know that a lot of them aren't like up to code and stuff with like Twitter and YouTube and stuff like that. But you can add this to like Reddit and Twitter. However, Twitter won't really do any good because they don't support GIFs anymore as icons. But YouTube does in fact support it, and a lot of people don't know that. So what you want to do once you've got all your settings right, you would just want to go ahead and download your GIF. And there you go. So now what you can do is you can go over to pretty much any account and you can apply it. So, alright, so one thing that I forgot to mention because I ended the video a little too soon is there is another way to get an animation logo. So, let's say you don't necessarily want to go through all the trouble of creating your own. You could always, just go to google.com and search up something as simple as, I don't know, Squidward dancing GIF from SpongeBob. Alright? Okay, so it's gonna be kind of dumb. Dancing GIF download. Okay, so just look up something like that. And then if you wanted this, then you could and there's tons of them. So like there's this one, there's this, and Google also has these nice little filters up here which usually it'll actually come up here and it'll say like animated or something, right? So now all of these are GIFs. So you know, if you wanted to get like the funny dancing alien thing, and there's multiple like tangents of these as well. So like there's this one. As you can tell, this is a very wide kind of thing to do. You can pretty much do any character, anything that you want, unless it's your own logo that you created, and then in that case, just use the other method below, or not below, but use the link in the description below to make your own. And yeah, so pretty cool, personally. But now I'm sure that you also want to know how to apply it. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna go up here and hover over your account, and then you're gonna click it and click Manage My Google Account. So once you get here, you're gonna see something like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and install a funny tech GIF, okay? Because I still want it to be somewhat related. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and go over to images, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to find one really quick. So I'll just do SpongeBob dancing GIF. Okay. So once you have this, what you want to do is you want to just go ahead and click save as, and then you can just do Jiffy or whatever, Sponge Bob, whatever. Okay. So once you have that saved, you're going to go ahead and go back to your account, manage account, and then you're going to go ahead and click this right here. So upload folders or photos. So I like to keep it down here. Now, if you're on a phone, it's just going to ask you to like select from your computer. But if you're on a actual desktop or laptop or something, you can actually have the luxury of just dragging it in there, and that's what I like to do. So you can go ahead and drag it in there, and as you can tell, now you can actually like crop certain things. So like we can get SpongeBob right there, set as profile picture, and as you can tell, it instantly changed right there. So now we can actually go and we can go to YouTube, and if I go to something like, let's do one of my videos because I'm already signed in. We can go ahead and go to like my live stream or something. You don't have to be. And we can go down here, and it hasn't necessarily updated yet, but if you go ahead and you change your logo on YouTube as well, then it'll go ahead and update, and you can see your comment or whatever spin. So pretty cool. Hopefully you did enjoy this video, and if you did, make sure that you leave a like. Otherwise, subscribe. Peace out.